This is Hollywood. Matías Bombal with you. LIONSGATE and Lakeshore Entertainment bring us The Age of Adeline, in which Adeline Bowman, played by pretty Blake Lively, remains 29 years of age for almost a century through a mystery trick of fate during an automobile accident on an unusually snowy night in Sonoma, California in 1933. In this romantic fantasy that spans the best years of the last century to the present, the eternally young Adeline is constantly running from her agelessness for fear that she'll be considered a freak of nature and be sent off to who knows where. That is, until she descends, one New Year's Eve, in an elevator with a handsome philanthropist. 27 floors later, and with some persistence from him, she agrees, with trepidation, to come over for a date.
Would you like a drum roll?
Voila! It was between this and stuffed quail. Please don't tell me you're disappointed.
I'm truly overjoyed.
Yes! Dig in.
Okay.
Well?
As perfect as the music is painful.
You don't like jazz?
No, I love jazz. This is something else.
She's right, you know. I couldn't agree with her more. The philanthropist is played by actor Michael Huisman, and after sharing thoughts and moments, a romance blossoms, yet she remains guarded with her secret, which is in danger of being exposed unexpectedly through another twist of fate that occurs when they go visit his parents in Sonoma.
This is my dad, William. Dad, this is Adeline.
Jenny, actually. Dad, you okay?
I'm sorry, it's just, you look exactly like this old friend of mine, Adeline Bowman.
Harrison Ford plays the father who happens to have known and loved Adeline in the 1960s and is certain that it is she, not her daughter, as Adeline suggests, out of fear of discovery. Dumbfounded with the uncanny resemblance, Harrison Ford at first thinks that he's lost his mind, much to the concern of his wife, played by actress Kathy Baker. That is, until he discovers something that proves to him that it must be Adeline. But you won't hear that from me. Doubt and fear bother Adeline, so she meets up with her daughter, who, of course, due to Adeline's enchanted state, is actually much older than Adeline appears. The older daughter is played by Ellen Burstyn in a welcome return to the screen.
What's wrong? I'm just tired of running. Of lying to good people.
Then stop. Nobody's chasing you anymore. Anyone who is ever suspicious is long dead. You don't have to be alone forever. Don't you miss having someone to love? It's been such a long time.
Oh, it's not the same when there's no future.
What are you talking about? You got nothing but future.
I mean a future together, of growing old together. Without that love is, it's just heartbreak.
If you take your own sweetie to this movie, you'll have wonderful results. For this is a lively 107 years of romantic fantasy handsomely made. The segues between eras and intentional color design and film look matched each era perfectly, not unlike Martin Scorsese did with The Aviator. The settings, the sets, and costumes felt right for the times represented. I've not noticed such lovely wallpapers on sets in a film before. Many of them may be reproductions of vintage Bradbury and Bradbury patterns. The beginning of the movie unravels in a beautiful and clever way and is marvelously imagined and carried out. The only matter that seemed a bit forced was the closing voiceover narration in storyteller fashion, which is the way the movie opens. The opening narration by Hugh Ross was okay, somewhat reminiscent of the Hudsucker Proxy, but it was a bit much at the end. This movie was directed by Lee Toland Krieger. The Motion Picture Association of America has given this a PG-13 rating. This is your pal, Matías Bombal, bidding you a fond farewell.